Okay guys, so today I am feeding one of my geckos calci-worms, also known as phoenix worms. The gecko I'm probably going to feed is Diego. Now there's not too many big ones. I actually don't know the maximum size they get, so obviously I don't really want them to turn into black soldier flies. So I'm going to try to feed them to Diego. When I ever see a picture of them, they always seem like hard, but they're kind of squishy, a bit like waxworms. So maybe Diego will mistake them for waxworms. The downside is they come in this dirt, and trying to get this dirt off of them before they get fed to the gecko is really, really annoying. Okay, so I've chosen a few of the bigger calci-worms. I tried to get as much dirt off them as possible. I'm sure a little bit won't be any harm to the gecko because it is only tiny. Now, most people rave about these because the calcium-phosphorus ratio is pretty much ideal, but I am still going to dust them in a multivitamin powder because that is the day for multivitamin powders today for my geckos. And this obviously contains a little bit of calcium, but obviously the other vitamins and minerals it contains are far better for the gecko, so I will dust them in that. This, if you're wondering, is just a little jar lid. I needed something to feed Diego in. Sometimes he just won't eat out the dishes, so I use this, or I have to put in one piece of food at a time. So, as you can see, they're pretty much dusted really well, so let's go and see Diego's reaction. Okay, well, he's eating it. He's trying to figure out what it is. It's a completely new taste to him. I think he likes it. He's going back for more. Oh, maybe not. Now, as I said, sometimes Diego will eat out of the dish. Sometimes I have to put it straight in his tank, so that's what I'm going to try to do with these. Now, as I mentioned in a video I did, it's called Encouraging a Gecko to Eat. There are so many different techniques that work for some geckos, doesn't work for others. Sometimes it's putting food close to your gecko, sometimes far away, sometimes in a dish, sometimes out in the open. If you watch that video, I know I have a lot of questions when people are worried because their geckos aren't eating. Sometimes it can be as simple as that, just your approach. And as you can see, Diego's more up for eating these when they're given to him one at a time. So it might be worth a watch if you are wondering about your own gecko and their eating habits. Okay, so Diego ate all of his calci-worms. I was actually really surprised because when I tried to get him interested in dubia roaches, it didn't go as well the first time. So I did a video on how to encourage your geckos to get into new food, because sometimes it can be difficult. But because he's done so well now, I'm actually going to give him a waxworm covered in multivitamin powder, because obviously leopard geckos love waxworms. It's kind of like positive reinforcement. saying well done. Now here is a massive waxworm. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and thank you very much for watching.